Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 3 of Youjo Senki. So episode 3, you know what that means. Does it pass or does it fail the 3-episode test? I honestly still want to continue to review Youjo Senki, but I know that these reviews suck. Turns out I failed once again last week with my review of Youjo Senki. I'm trying. A lot of you guys are actually very nice about this, so thank you. You understand that I'm not the best. You're trying to help me out. You're trying to help me understand, but I know that I'm really not the best. I hope you're watching other reviews besides this for Youjo Senki, because these are shit. Let's be honest. All right, I'll stop insulting myself now. With this episode, Tanya is happy that she's not gonna go into the front lines, but then regrets that when she is having to test out this new jewel, a jewel that enhances a mage's powers. And the jewel is a prototype, so, you know, Tanya is the guinea pig and she keeps on exploding. Okay, this jewel explodes twice. And then later on, she has a meeting with Being X right when she was receiving back her request to be transferred to the front lines, ironically. And Being X, he's just still like, 10 years later and you still don't have the tiniest bit of faith. And then Being X is all like, I know, why don't I bring forth a miracle? And Tanya's just like, miracles? No, miracles, they don't exist. And then the next day, she has to test out the jewel once again. And of course, things aren't looking good. In fact, it's about to explode again. And when it is about to explode, the creator, the inventor of the jewel is all like, oh man, don't worry, this is gonna work because I had a vision, I had a dream that God spoke to me and told me exactly what to do. And then Tanya's all like, I thought you were an atheist. And he's just all like, not anymore, sweet thing. I believe in the Lord. She's like, oh shit. Oh boy. And then that's when Tanya had another meeting with Being X. And Being X says that he's not gonna interfere too much with Tanya's life, but you know, is gonna, you know, try to push her here and there to try to believe in Being X. And Being X says that if you want the jewel to cooperate, you have to pray to me. And I'm with Tanya, that's cheating, bro. That is cheating. So now she has to pray, even though she doesn't believe. And that makes sense as to why she prays when she, you know, fires her gun and stuff with using the jewel, as we saw in episode 1. To be honest, I really wish episode 1 was episode 2, and episode 3 was episode 2, and that episode 1 was episode 3. Do you understand? I thought it was a bad move to air the first episode the way they did. I wish episode 2, titled Prologue, was the first episode. I found episode 2 way more enjoyable. It helped us get introduced to the world and stuff like that. Like, if you remember in episode 1, I questioned the world. Like, I was surprised that there were mages. I was surprised about the machinery. And now we are introduced to this world with these 2 episodes here, episodes 2 and 3. And I really wish that that was the first 2 episodes and didn't come later. Do you understand? Well, now Tanya is taking a break from being over at the battlefield, and to make everyone think that she's, you know, a good person, she made a request for one of her troops in her unit. I don't remember her name, but she's the one that has a really odd character design. To be honest, she doesn't really fit with the anime at all. She has huge eye, she has this really odd looking face. Her character design just doesn't match the anime at all. It really bugs me. She has long brown hair. Tanya requested that she become an officer, and it was approved. So now Tanya's feeling all good. She's like, great, I'm gonna go back over to the academy, back over at the capital, and I'll be closer and closer to a relaxing life. But then in the meantime, we go with some generals, and they're just so like, oh man, we gotta prepare another unit. And then one of the generals looks at the papers and sees Tanya's papers and has a shocked look on his face. So maybe he's gonna bring Tanya back from the academy and put her back over into the front lines or something like that. I'm not too sure. Maybe I just interpreted that whole scene wrong. I don't freaking know, but either way, I thank you guys for sticking with these reviews. Shockingly enough, these are my most popular reviews of the season. I'm so happy that we finally got the visuals of the opening. The opening has been out 4 weeks now. It's been out since December, and I have been listening to it on a loop. Can't wait for the full version to come out, so don't be fooled if you see like titles on YouTube being all like, oh, this is the full version, because it's not. It's a looped version. The full version doesn't come out until February, okay? So don't be tricked, because I was tricked. Alright, and we also got the ending too, and I think the ending visuals are the same visuals as the light novel in the manga. I believe so, because I've seen those visuals before on like Google Images and stuff, so I believe that those are the same images from the light novel. But I love the opening so much. Definitely one of my favorite openings of the season. The visuals disappointed me a bit, because, you know, ACCA and Showa's visuals are like top tier, but the song, however, you know, Jingo Jungle by Mythenroid is absolutely amazing. So let me know your thoughts on this episode and catch me later as I review Blue Exorcist Kyoto Saga and Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.